Okay, I have a 2 point perspective drawing question over here. As you can see, we are given two views, the top view of the building and the front view. This is the elevation, this is the top view. Okay, and we are also given points, point A, B, and C. From the top view, the points are over there, and from the elevation, the points, as you can see them, they are on the same height or level. Okay, my focus in this video is this arc. I'll try and show you how to construct a 2 point perspective arc. The first thing that I'll have to do here is to get the two vanishing points. If I take my 30 by 60 and I place it over there, I can see that this line is at an angle of 30. So that means my left vanishing point will be constructed using the 30 side of the set square. So I can just draw a line there from the station point. And then from there, I'll have to draw a vertical line up to the HL. So this is my left vanishing point. And then for the right vanishing point, obviously I take my set square. Obviously, as you can see, this line aligns with my 60 side. So I'll do the same thing on my right. I project this point up to the picture plane, just like that. Then I take it down to the HO, just like that. Then this is my RVP, right? Okay. Then from here, what I can do is I can just project this point down and this point B down, because these points are touching the picture plane over there. So I only have 2 points that touches what? The picture plane. And then from there, it's up to me. I can start anywhere, but for me, I'll prefer to start with the top part there. So I'll try and draw the surface. If I look at this surface, where is it from the front view? That surface is right over there at the top there. So from here, what I can do is, because all these points are not on the picture plane, so I can just extend those two lines. So I'll start with this line, extend that line to the picture plane, and this one as well down to the picture plane. And from there, I have to draw vertical lines just like that, like that. And then now I have to project the height to those two lines, right? Okay, so I'm trying to get the height of that surface. So from here I have 2 points, as you can see. It's 1, 2. So those 2 points are for this two lines over there, because I'm trying to get this top surface, right? Okay, because these two lines are going up towards my left side, that means I'll have to take these 2 points to the LVP. So I can just project those 2 points to the LVP, just like that. This point as well, just like that. Okay, so my focus now is on those two lines. That means this surface, this top surface, is right over there within that section. Okay, now what I can do is I can just take these points to the SP first and then draw vertical lines. So I'll start with that corner there. I take that corner to the SP, and I take this one as well to the SP. And then from there, I drop it down to this line, and even this one, take it down to that line. So it means these 2 points are right there. So now I have those 2 points. and obviously I have a line from this point to that point, so I can just join those 2 points just like that. Okay, so now because I have this line, let me try and get these 2 points now. So obviously I have to take those points to the station point first, like that, to the station point, and this point as well, just like that. Then from there I project these 2 points down to those lines there. So obviously I have a point there, a point over there, so those 2 points are right there. So I can just connect those 2 like that, and obviously I can just complete the surface, the top surface over there. So I'll just connect those 2 points there like that, and those 2 points as well down there like that. Okay, so this top surface is right there, so I'm done with that surface. So now let me try and get this surface there. So obviously, because now I have this top surface and I also have this horizontal line, which is this one up to there. So now I will try and get this square, right? So what I can do there, I can just project this point down and this point down. So now I'll have to get this height of this building. So how am I going to get this height? Okay, it's not a problem. So what I can do is to extend this construction lines down to that height, and this one as well down to this height over there, just like that. So it means I have a point there. Okay, so I can just take this point to the LVP, just like that. So it means this height, this line is right there, right? So that means I have a point over there, it's that corner, and then for this corner we have a point there. So because I have a vertical line there, so I can just draw my vertical line over there, just like that. Then even for this one here, it's this corner, so I can just draw a vertical line there. Okay, so now at least I have this surface, but obviously remember we have an opening there, so I'll just leave the opening now. I'll just proceed with my 2-point perspective drawing. I'll come back to this opening, right? Okay, so now what I can do now is to try and get this section over there. So this section, as you can see, it's a rectangle. So I have 2 rectangles there. So this rectangle, this side is this part, and this rectangle is for this part over there, right? So it's this part and that part over there. So I have 2 rectangles, right? Okay, so now what I can do is project the height. Okay, now because I do have this corner, where is that corner? That corner is right here, right? So now let me just extend this height to this line, no? So what I can do is I can just project this to there, and then from here take this point to the LVP, just like that. So it means this corner, this point, which is this one, it's right there, right? And if you look at the top view, I have two horizontal lines. These lines are parallel to the picture plane. So what I can do is I can just draw horizontal lines there. It's not a problem. Okay, because I do have this corner, it's right here. So now I'll have to take these points to the station point. Okay, so I can project that corner down to the picture plane, and that corner as well, take it to the picture plane there. And then from there I can just draw vertical lines like that. Okay, so this corner is right there. So it means now I do have this rectangle there. Okay, so what I can do is I can just draw that surface like that. Okay, so what about this rectangle? If you check, that line is at an angle of 60. It's parallel to this one. That means now I can just take those 2 points to the LVP. From here, project that corner to the LVP, even this corner there to the LVP, because this line is not parallel to the picture plane, right? Okay, so now this corner, it's right there. So I can just complete the surface like that, just like that. Okay, and then the top surface, which is this one here, that surface will be right there at the top there. So now I want to check where is this corner. This corner obviously is behind this section, so it means I can just draw a horizontal line there from the point to this line, just like that. Okay, so I'm done with that section. So now what I can do is to try and draw this surface. Where is this surface from our front view or our elevation? That surface is right there, right? So I can just highlight the surface. Okay, so this surface over here, where is the surface? That surface is right there. Okay, so now what I can do is, because I have point B is on the picture plane and I have a vertical line there, I can just extend this height to that line, and obviously point A is on the picture plane, so obviously I'll have 2 points, right? Okay, so I can just extend the height to this height line and also this height line there. So point B is right there and point A is right there. Okay, let me start this side. So from point B, I have a line going up to C. So obviously, I can just take this point to my LVP, just like that. From point B, project that point to the LVP and also the ground level. So just take it to the vanishing point like that. Okay, and then obviously I also have a line that goes up So that means I'll have to take those 2 points to the RVP, so like that, and also the base, the ground level, like that. Okay, so now because I'm busy with this section, so I can just take this point C to my SP station point first, up to the picture plane, and then take it down to there. So obviously that means I have this surface. That surface is over there, so I can just draw that surface. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, so now this is point C, right? It's this point, so I can just take this point to the RVP, like that. And if you check, this line passes through that point, right? And obviously that line goes to that point. This point, remember, it's this one here. So I can just connect this 2 points like that. So I can just connect because obviously from C I have a line up to that corner, and that corner, remember, is right there. Okay, so I can leave it like that. Okay, then now that means I'm done with this left portion or side. So let me just try and get this point. So first I'll just take this point to the station point, then drop it down. So that means that point is right over there, right? Okay, and remember there is a line that goes straight to point A. Where is point A? Remember I have point A over there. So let me just take this point to the LVP, and as you can see, that line passes through that point there, and this point is this one, right? And I have a V shape there, so I can just connect those points right away, just like that. Right, okay, almost there. Then from here, what I can do, I do have this point. Okay, do I have this point? Yes, but I only have that top point there. Let me just try and get the base. So what I can do is to project this point down and take this corner to the RVP. But there is no need for me to take this point to the RVP because this line, remember, it's not parallel to these lines, so I can't take those 2 points to the RVP, right? Okay, so what I can do from here, let's see, because I have this point, which is this up to there. Okay, perfect. And now the ground level of that section, it's here. So what I can do is I can just project this down to the ground line. So I have a point there. So from here I can just take this point to the LVP, like that, take it to the LVP. So now my focus is on that line, and remember I constructed a vertical line, so where they meet, it's a point over there, right? So it means I do have this line now, it's this one over there, and this is point A, right? Okay, from point A, I have a vertical line, which is this one up to the ground level. So I have a point there up to that point there. This point, where is it? It's over there. So I can just join the two like that, and I can also join this one with this point just like that, and then I can close this gap there. Okay, so I'm almost there. Now what I can do now, I can move to those steps there. So let me just try and get this section. So from the top, we do have those top surfaces there. So let me just start by projecting those points to the station point. So I can just project that point to the station point, and this one as well, and this one, and this last point over there, just like that. And then from there, what I can do is project those points down, draw vertical lines like that, just like that. Okay, so now I have to get the heights of those steps. Okay, let's see. So now because this steps they start from this line, which is line B, and we do have line B there, so I can just project those heights to that line. So I'll start with this one, go straight to that line, and this height straight to that line. And then from there, what I can do is take those heights to the RVP, just like that, and also this height like that. Okay, so remember, I've projected these points down, so I'll start with this point over there. So that means I've aligned there. So but where is this point from our elevation? That point is over there, right? So I'll use this height, so where they intersect, it's a point, right? Okay, and then for this one, that means that height will be over there. Okay, so I can also take this heights from this line to the LVP. I'm just doing the same thing that I've done this side. So I'm taking this height to the LVP like that, and then this point, that point will be over there, and then this one is gonna be there. So obviously that means I have these 4 points. What I can do is just join the points like that, just like that. Okay, so remember this step starts from the ground line or level. So from there, that means I can just project this point down to this line there, and even this side, let me just project this point first. I can just draw a vertical line up to the ground level, and I can just connect those two like that. Okay, so I can just connect those 2 points like that, and even this side like that. And then I'll do the same thing for this section. I have to take it down to this level, so I'll just draw a vertical line there, even the side up to that height, and then connect those 2 points like that. Just like that. Okay, and then I just draw a horizontal line because these lines are horizontal. Okay, so if I look from the top view, you can see that I have a triangle there. That means that triangle is over there, right? Okay, so I can just construct that triangle. Just draw that triangle just like that, and at the corner there I can just draw a vertical line. Okay, so I'm done with the steps there. So now I can move back to this section where there is an opening with an arc. Okay, so do I have this line or height on my drawing? Yes. Where is it? Is right there. Okay, so the opening starts there and it ends there, right? Let me just project this point first to the station point, just like that. Take this point as well to the station point, then draw vertical lines just like that. Okay, so this opening starts there and it ends over there. Okay, so what I can do here, it's just draw lines there just like that. So here I have a semicircle, a half circle, so obviously it's not a full circle, so that means this circle I have to divide this semicircle into 6 equal parts. So how can you divide this semicircle into 6 equal parts? You can use your 30 by 60 set square, or you can even use your compass, right? Okay, so what you have to do is draw a line from the center to the circumference like that. Okay, and then take it to the other side, do the same thing from the center to the circumference, and now we have to take it to put it on the 60 side. Draw a line from the center to the circumference. Okay, do the same thing this side, a line from the center to the circumference. And now if you look, I have 6 equal parts, right? So now I'll have to label all those points. So I can say this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Okay, so because I've divided this semicircle here, so I also have to show it from the top view, right? Okay, so now obviously if I look at this arc from the top, right? So from the top I'll see the same points, right? But now what I can do is, let me just project this points down to this center line there, so that I can just transfer the points from here to the top view. Okay, let me just show you how. So this point is already on the center line. There is no need for me to project it down, so I'll just project this line, this point down to the center line, and point number 2, this one already is there. And then I'll project number 4 down to the center line, and this one as well down there. So if you check, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points, right? Okay, so these points are for the top view, right? So I want to transfer these points to the top view. Okay, so obviously here I have 0 is right there. So okay, so I'll start with point number 1. I'll take this distance over there from 0 to 1. So I'll put from 0 to 1 mark there. Okay, and then from 0 to 2, take the distance, put my compass in the same point, mark over there. But obviously point number 3, it's the center point, so we do have that point already. It's that point is over there. Okay, so I'll move to point number 4. So point number 4 is over there, so just mark there, right? Okay, then point number 5 is over there. Point number 5 is over there. Okay, and point number 6, obviously we have 6 there. So now I'll have to label these points. I have 0 there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? Okay, so now what I have to do is to plot these points over there. I'm trying to draw this arc on my perspective drawing, right? Okay, so now my focus will be on this vertical line, because the arc starts there on that line. So my focus will be on this line. I'll just project all those points to this line, right, horizontally. So I'll start with the top point, which is point number 3 to there, and then 2 and 4, it's the same level or height, so I have those 2 points there. And then also point 1 and 5, same height, so I have those points there. And point 0 and 6, same height, so I have a point there, a point there, a point there, and a point there. Then from here I'll just take those points to my LVP, right? Okay, so I'll start with the top point, take it to LVP, the second one, the third one, and the last one. This one. Okay, so remember my focus is on this heights, those points. Okay, so at the top there I have point 3. Okay, the second height it's point 2 and 4, and then here I have 1 and 5, and here I have 0 and 6. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now I'll move to the top view. So I have my points over there. So now I'll have to take those points to the station point first. So 0 is already there, so I'll start with this point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so now I'll have to plot those points. Let me start with 0 now. So I have point 0 there, and where is 0 from this side? 0 is there, so my focus will be on that height on that line. And where is 0? 0 is right there, so it means I have a point over there. Okay, then I move to point number 1. Where is 1? 1 is there. Now my focus will be on that line. Okay, so obviously I have to project this points vertically down like that. Okay, so where is point number 1? Point number 1 is right there, and I have a line there, so that means I have a point there, which is 1. Then point number 2, from the top view, point number 2 is right there, so I'll have a point there. Okay, and point number 3 is right over there, that means I have a point there. Okay, now I move to point number 4. Where is 4? From the elevation, the height is there, so I'll use the same line, so it's 4 is there. Okay, 5, this is the height for point number 5. Okay, so it's a point there. And point number 6, the height for number 6, we have it is right there, so my focus will be on that line, so that means I have a point there, just like that. As you can see, this is the arc right there. Okay, so obviously for you to draw this arc, you can use the French curve, but if you don't have it, you can just draw a neat freehand across all those points. So just draw a neat freehand across those points. Just like that. Okay, and then here I can just draw, because from point 0 I have a vertical line, so I can just draw a vertical line there, and this side. Okay, so this is the arc, but obviously it's possible that we'll see a small section of an arc there, but okay, for now let me just get this point, the bottom point. So I'll just take this corner to the RVP first, like that. Then that point over there, up there, I have to take it to the station point first and draw a vertical line. So I have a point over there, so that means I can just draw that like that, and then from this point I can just take that point to RVP, so it means the vertical line will end there, and from there, if you check, if I take those points to the RVP, that means I can just draw a neat arc there, just like that. Okay, and then obviously at the back there we have a line, a straight line. Obviously that means I must have a line there, so I can just quickly draw that line. So I must align my ruler with those 2 points like that, and then from here I can just extend up to that line, just like that. Okay, so this is my 2-point perspective for this question. As you can see, the important part here is to how to draw the arc. the 2-point perspective arc. So what's important here is to divide the arc into 6 equal parts, and obviously label those points, and also just drop those points down to this horizontal line, and then transfer those points to the top view, right? And then obviously the arc starts on this line, so obviously I had to extend this line down to the picture plane and draw a vertical line. So from this line I had to like project this points to that line, so that I can just take those points to the LVP. So I was using this heights to get the points for the arc on my 2-point perspective. Okay, thank you for watching. This is the complete 2-point perspective drawing for this question, and this question is for grade 12. Grade 11, we do not have arcs, so we only have arcs in grade 12.